In the karate sport, participants have demonstrated consistent eye contact, particularly with the opponent's head and torso, while they react to assaults from actual opponents that are projected in size. Karate practitioners tend to look at the opponent's lower body and weapons the most, as seen by their eyes being fixed on the head and chest. Athletes in karate focus their eyes more on the upper body, whilst newer practitioners focus more on the upper legs. The attention usually focuses on the center and relatively stationary sections of the opposing body, such as the head and torso, rather than the more distant limbs, such as the arms and legs, which tend to create the movements with the highest amplitude. The karateka moved the eye look from the head to the torso and surrounding region, then back to the head, further demonstrating a specific scanning pattern as the attention traveled from fixation point to fixation point. The karate athlete also altered the glance vertically between the head and the chest. As a result, the karateka has a tendency to fix their sight on the vertical center line of the opponent's body when scanning vertically. The various trajectories of frequent assaults, which rely on the limbs utilized, fists, legs, weapons, and the target of the attack, head, body, arms, legs, might explain the differences in visual search behavior amongst karateka. The general manning posture, in which the assault is kept at lower body height, and the attack may be directed to any region of the opponent's body, is compatible with the karateka in that it is directed against the opponent's lower body and weapon. It is compatible with the explanation of the visual axis, and the shortening of information to focus one's attention, in particular, on a relatively static area like the middle of the opponent's body. A chunking mechanism is a mechanism that groups some related information to facilitate better processing, which is synthetic perception. A visual pivot is a point in the visual field at which the gaze is directed for a period of time, allowing the capture of information from central and peripheral vision. The skilled combat athlete may feel it is unfavorable to focus on aspects that are further away, such as the opponent's arms or legs, which they will utilize as weapons when attacking. Instead, skilled athletes may effectively utilize both central and peripheral vision by focusing on the center of the body. An athlete will produce fewer saccades, and thus be able to benefit from shorter periods of saccadic suppression if they can maintain their focus on the head and torso for a longer amount of time. Although there are some differences regarding how experts direct their gaze for the purpose of understanding pertinent information to support accurate decision-making, there are some points of consensus in that eye movement patterns are not always found and seem to depend on the demands of a particular task. In other words, specialists frequently dwell on a somewhat central, fixed area of the opponent's body, moving their sight mostly up the vertical line of the opponent's body from there. After demonstrating that the karateka directs their sight in a different direction than the beginning, the question of how they employ the pertinent information at their disposal to produce a precise reaction still remains.